Boy, Heidi, let me tell you, it's almost cheaper if you go out there and get you a chef, a maid, and a dadgum prostitute. Be cheaper than dating one of these modern women. Boy, howdy, boy, it's getting crazy out there, man.
What I think would be good for you?
What?
Just buying a prostitute.
You know, that's honestly why rich guys buy prostitutes, you know, because it's like spending 5 hours going on a date with the girl and you might smash. In those 5 hours, I could have made $5 million. Prostitutes like $500. In that time,
Bro, that is such bro, Chad, like scammer math. In those 5 hours, I could have made $5 million. Bro, stop it, bro. $5 million in 5 hours.
was over there bullshitting. I could have got myself the finest Puerto Rican $500 hooker.
Gotcha, bitch.
Personally, for me, I don't condone it. I really don't. I don't say date. You know, you can't really date a prostitute. It's transactional. But it seems like nowadays it probably would be cheaper than trying to wine and dine a woman.
Dating isn't even fun anymore because so many men are concerned with what they are going to get in exchange for a plate of food. They can't even hold a decent conversation with you because they're more focused on if there's going to be dessert after dessert. And it's like, sir, I am trying to get to know you. You are a complete stranger. And that's why you see so many men suggesting these low quality, low effort, disrespectful, slap in the face ass dates, such as walk dates, coffee dates, whatever the fuck else stupid ass shit they'd be recommending so they can get out of.
What's beautiful about a walk date or a coffee date is it really filters out the women that are shallow.
Paying some, not even real money, right? $100, $200, because they feel like, oh, if I
$100 is real money. $100 takes a lot of people, it takes them a while to make $100.
spend $100 on food, if I spend $200 on food, you owe me.
That's why these niggas is getting prostitutes these days. I'm just letting you know.
I'm telling you, that's why. That's why dudes are just completely done with it, because you got to think how much effort men are putting in right now to barely get anything. Dudes are putting in all this effort. I remember back in my day, you take a woman out on a date, more than likely you could at least get a little bit of, kisses or something, if not even smush.
Concerned with what they are going to get in exchange for a plate of food. They can't even hold a decent conversation with you because they're more focused on if there's going to be dessert after dessert. And it's like, sir, I am trying to get to know you. You are a complete stranger. And that's why you see so many men suggesting these low quality, low effort, disrespectful, slap in the face ass dates, such as walk dates, coffee dates, whatever the fuck else stupid ass shit they'd be recommending so they can get out of paying some, not even real money, right? $100, $200, because they feel like, oh, if I spend $100 on food, if I spend $200 on food, you owe me.
It better be cheek beating season when we get home.
Hey, you know what? I don't even necessarily disagree with what this lady's saying. I don't disagree at all. However, okay, so the premise of her argument is men are spending less money, if not little money, on dates because they do not want to get used, or they expect if they are.
Well, and then also, here's the big reason why. Men have to do all the courting. Number one, men have to do all the courting. So men have to pay for all the dates. Men have to coordinate all the dates. Men have to do all these things. And the thing is when you're dating casually, you're typically dating more than one person. So you're telling me I'm not having to do this with you, but another 4 or 5 girls. It gets really expensive. Let's say it's only $100 for you, baby girl. Maybe it's just $100, right? And if I got 3 other women I'm trying to court, that's $300. The prices start going up rather drastically. So men are like, you know what? If I'm going to be dating multiple women, I need to make sure that I'm watching my pocketbook here and not going under just trying to date women that aren't really taking anything serious. So you can weed out the women who are actually looking for a relationship or looking for something serious by saying, hey, let's do something low effort. Let's go for a coffee. Let's go to the bakery. I heard there's a really good bakery here. Let's go to this cool coffee shop. Let's go for a walk. There's a nice trail. Let's go do this experience. I got a buddy right now who's dating, and the advice I gave him was do things that are like experiences. Like go to a Dallas Stars game, go to a soccer game, maybe go to a restaurant that you've really been wanting to go to and you can just pay the way for her to go as well. Like go do things that are like, oh, this is multiple courses of something. Oh, this is a bar crawl. Oh, this is, like go on a little tour of some kind. Do something that's an experience that's not just you one-on-one with her, because you need to be able to have something to spice it up and have some spontaneity in there. And I always tell guys, go for dates on Thursdays. Don't go for like the Friday night dates, the Saturday night dates. That's when they want to go thought around and be girlies. The lower buy-in dates show you who's authentic and show you who's real. The big dates that are just the women that are looking for a foodie call like this chick right here with a chest that's longer than the land before time.
So it's like, yeah, I'd rather just not date.
Was that a long movie? I don't even remember.
At The idea that a man is truly convinced that I would spend my day off that I could be spending with friends, family, or myself, that I would use my time, my energy, my makeup to sit across the table from him just to get a free fucking meal is actually so wild and disturbing. Yeah, I'm good.
What I don't think these women realize is, though, they are self-snitching so hard right now. Boy, how do you snitching on yourself and calling yourself a runner? Like,
she's a runner, she's a track star.
When a woman talks like this, you're just telling your bop lore. How many men have you been on dates on? Many men.
I'm good. Save your $100. Don't even worry about it. You're okay.
See,
These women will be the same ones that are 40 years old talking about, where are all the men at? I don't know where I went wrong. Like, what happened? Where did the men go? Like, it starts to get to a point as they get older. I think I even saved a clip on this, which I'll get into here in a bit. I saved a clip on this that talks about, like, this chick's like, what it's like dating in your 30s, what it's like dating in your 40s, what it's like dating, you know. And they get so desperate as they get older. Here, let's get to this clip here.
Part 2 from my video about when should a woman start contributing to a date, and when should she start paying. And I think the whole premise of this is that there is no one answer, right? The whole thing, that learning I had from this conversation with my friend, is that we all have different life values and also our beliefs when it comes to money. We also it's not even about values. It's about where
money.
You are in your lifestyle choices and the lifestyle that you want to live. And that also manifests in the way that you treat money, you spend money, you save money, you touch money, how you think about money, right? So I think money, I understand. I come from an immigrant childhood, immigrant family.
Jesus.
I used to be very, very sensitive about money because I didn't have any. I grew up not with much. I had debt until I was like 26, and then the pandemic actually liberated me from my student loan debt because of the interest rate freeze. However, I grew a more positive relationship with my money, where I didn't really see it as something like, oh, I'm never gonna have it. I still have insecurities when it comes to money because I don't have a lot of it. I know I can provide, and I know I will make, and I thus spend where I want to spend because I want to be not beholden to my money. I don't want to be a prisoner to my money. So fast forward.
Just the fact that you're talking about it so much, you're a prisoner to your money. If you want to build a genuine connection with someone, it's about who you are morally and ethically and the values you have as a person. You got to think about these relationships. Like, this is the problem with so many of these modern women, is they don't even think about these relationships as friendships anymore. They think it's way more transactional now. It's way more, what does he have? What can he provide? What's his money like? What's his status like? They're more worried about the lifestyle that a man can sustain with them as far as being a provider, and not the provider of anything emotionally. And that's the problem. Like, she's putting so much effort into the money side of it. Where is she going to talk about the morals, the ethics, the values, what she's looking for in a man? Like, what kind of things? Does he need ambition? Does he need values? Does he need strength, integrity, like, what does he need? Or does he just need a pocketbook?
What I've learned through this whole experience dating this man is that I think that's one of the questions I actually asked. And he didn't really give me a great answer. I asked him, it might be because maybe it was too deep of an answer, or maybe it's too sensitive, but I did ask him, hey, what's your relationship with money? And he gave me
boy, that's a massive red flag. Chick asked that on the first date, I'm gonna be like, she's a gold digger. Here's a shovel, honey.
A very I like to budget. I have my money where I spend for certain things, yada yada. I also don't know why this is
when a woman asks that question, what are you looking for? How much do you make a month? Is that what they want to know?
Darker. But anyway, I think that is the takeaway of this entire conversation. It's not about, is there a right date in which the woman is supposed to pay? It's more about how you think about money. And I think it shows you a lot about where you align in terms of your beliefs about money and your lifestyle. Because I think that's the other thing. I'm at a point in my life. I am 33. I have my preset ways, and the older we get, the more hardened our beliefs become and our routine. And I think this is one of those moments where I'm like, maybe this isn't the right fit. And it's a shame because, he's a nice guy. However, I think this is a big issue. This is a hard line issue for me, because I don't want to be someone who always feels like we have to be counting pennies or be so strict with money, because like that's just not my belief when it comes to it. I think that is the big takeaway that I learned from my conversation with my friend last night. So let me know your thoughts in the comments.
I think you're an idiot.
Stupid.
I think you're stupid. I think what you should be doing is stop worrying about how much a man makes, and you should start really trying to be hunkering this stuff down, because the thing is at that age, you're talking about you're 33 years old, you know? Here's the thing, because by the age of 27, it's time to sell. Ladies, it's time to sell. Somebody sent me a DM the other day. It's like, Levi, can you re-explain this? And I'm going to try to, I think I have it memorized, but by 27, it's time to sell. 30 years old, half price. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Half price. 35, discount rack. 40, Salvation Army. 50, Goodwill. It just doesn't, your value doesn't go up as you get older. I've talked about this so many times. So many women think, well, I'm getting older, and you know, my standards are a lot higher now, and I'm just a lot more experienced. Men don't value experience. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. As men, we value inexperience. Women value men with experience. That's what it is. Men value inexperience. Women value experience. It's different. It's totally different. We don't care that you got a good job. We don't care that you're a marketing girly. We don't care that you've been at your job for 5 to 10 years and you make $100,000 a year. We don't care. We don't care about your success. We don't care about your accolades. We care about if you're fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, no kids, quaint, uplifting, elegant, empathetic, natural, nurturing, should an eye, should about a Honda. That's what we care about. And all the men here will agree with me. That's what we care about. And the thing is, none of that even costs $1. It's 5-finger discount free, buddy. You can just have it. You're out the box with it. But the problem is, so many of these women make the men of their present pay for the mistakes and trauma of the men of their past. That means there will be no future. No future. I was talking to one of my buddies, and he's hooking up with this chick that I guess kind of used to be an ex or whatever. And I was like, well, why'd you guys break it off? He's like, well, you know, I told her about something. I got offered a threesome when I was out and about, and I told these girls no, and then I told her that I told these girls no, and this girl was like, well, I just can't do that. My last boyfriend cheated on me because he had a threesome or something, and that just gives me trauma. And I'm like, bro, when you make the men of your present pay for the mistakes and trauma of the men of their past, there's not going to be a future. And now he's back hooking up with her, so probably he's like getting some feelings for her and stuff like that. So many men mistake the flesh for the heart, and they get lost in that sauce. Put a 1 in the chat if you know a guy's been lost in that sauce. Lost in that nut. He's lost in that nut. He's getting there. He's like, I love her, dude. She loves me, man. She really loves me, dude. She lets me beat her cheeks. Whole time she's married with 2 other kids. We see it all the time, bro. We see it all the time. Let me introduce you guys to the new CEO of Hoflation here. Let's see if I can't pull this screen up here. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb still, chat. You guys know I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, the new CEO of Hoflation. Good morning. Here's my standards for 2026. IQ 130 plus. I'm out.
Stupid.
Dark Triad Light. Don't know what that means. I know about Michelob Ultra Light or a Natty Light. Is there a Michelob Ultra Light? Maybe there is. A feminist adjacent. Definitely not me. Between 6'1" and 6'3". Check. Gym BMI 21 to 23. Got a little bit of holiday weight on me, so I'm around a 24. Beard. Check. Likes all my tweets on the inside. Not a check. Goes to therapy. Don't. Does everything I want. Count me out. Cooks and cleans. Count me out. Loves plants. They're cool. Eats meat all the time. Has guy friends. Got multiple. Buys me thoughtful things. Not doing it. Takes care of me regular. Not doing it. Can solve a quadratic equation. I can't even read the sentence.
Stupid.
Knows how recursion works. I don't.
Stupid.
Maybe can raise a dog. I can do that. I can raise a dog. Look at this little guy back here. I can raise a dog. Somebody made this picture of her. Somebody said she looks way better this way. Oh my God. Baby girl, it's not happening. It's not happening. You're cooked. If you're in your 30s, bro, and you think that your standards shouldn't be lower, you're delusional, straight up. Here's something I saw that I was like, dating advice for men. You need to work on yourself. You need to become more confident. You need new hobbies. You need to get in better shape. Dating advice for women. Never settle. You're perfect the way you are. Don't change for anyone. Never lower your standards, and then just die alone. That's what you should do. That's what you should do. You know, and that's the world we live in right now, chat. That's where it's at. That's where it's at right now. Chat, should I give Lokes a little treaty treat? No Morgan & Morgan today. Shout out to Morgan & Morgan. Been a sponsor for almost dadgum a year. Looky free. Sit. Shake. Good boy. Wait. Free. Good boy. Yeah, man. One of you guys asked me, do you have like an entire yearly sponsorship from them? It's like, I mean, no. It basically renews like every month, but they take care of your boy, man. They really do take care of your boy. Here's the video I was talking about. How dating standards change as a woman ages from 20 through 45.
My husband needs to be tall, rich, hot, and obsessed with me. I just want to marry a guy who's good looking, has a job, and loves me. I just want to date a guy with a job and a car. Just a guy with a pulse. Stop deporting illegal immigrants. We are all America's children. Oh, I finally found something that loves me too.
Boy, if that ain't true. Buying the cats, buying the dogs. I've always said this, man. Women that have a lot of animals further isolate themselves. In my opinion, and chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. There's certain things you should do when you're in a relationship. I think one of the things you should do while you're in a relationship is buy a home. Another thing you should do while in a relationship is have a dog. These are stepping stones to solidify what we call a family. But so many women skip this step and they have 2 or 3 cats, 2 or 3 dogs. They have all these emotional anchors that isolate themselves. And then also they go out there and do things that they should be doing with a husband because they're going out there and achieving things that they should be doing as a couple or as a wife or as a girlfriend. For example, I didn't get a dog until I had been with Cass already. We didn't buy a house until we had been dating for 7 years. And then, we got married a year after that. But I dated Cass for darn near 8 years. We were together 7 years before I got married because I knew, hey, if I'm going to be married to her for the rest of my life, I should probably date her for a while to make sure I can see every side of her. Happy, sad, mad, glad, upset, elated, all of it. I want to know it all. I want to know it all. So many men think marriage is what fixes a relationship, when in reality, marriage is what you do once you've achieved a successful relationship. Shibit and I should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. Have you seen those people, though? They're like, oh, baby, let's get married. I'm really thinking this is going to be it. Like, this marriage is going to save this relationship. No, it's not. It's not going to do that.
How about no?
A marriage isn't going to save it. It's going to amplify everything. So if certain things are bad, it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get absolutely worse. Ignored by a girl. Watch this. What is this one about? Let's see if we can hear it.
If a girl starts ignoring you, here's exactly what you're going to do. You're not going to ask her what's wrong. You're not going to send her another message. And you're definitely not going to try to solve a problem that she's not even communicating with you. The only thing you're going to do is nothing. Because women who are genuinely interested don't just disappear without a word. Her silence is closure, and it's everything you need to know in order to move on. So pick yourself up and find someone who actually deserves your effort.
I have always said this, man. Women that are interested in you will make the effort. If she's not interested and you're having to chase a ton and there's no reciprocation, bro, go where your energy is reciprocated and your efforts are appreciated. Oh my God, I'm just coming up with these today, Chad. It must be the holidays. Must be the freaking holidays. Just because you are married as a woman doesn't mean you shouldn't want and get attention from other men. Men love competition.
Because this is the mistake women make. You marry him and now you're always undressing in front of him. You marry him and now you're always in the house 24/7 where he can see you. You marry him and he always knows where you are. You marry him and he always knows what you're up to.
I don't know about you guys. When I hear British accents, I automatically think, you might be intelligent. But then I hear a modern woman spewing this dog water, and I'm like, nah, you're pretty dumb.
Stupid. That's boring. It's boring. And I know that sounds really horrible to say because a lot of women just want to be a homebody. They just want to be comfy and not have to do anything and just chill. And that's fine if you're single. But if I was married to my husband, I would...
Keyword if, which means you are alone. You do not have a husband.
Gotcha, bitch.
Still have my hobbies. I would not be telling him everything I'm up to. I'll be leaving the house looking good. So that...
That's why you're still single.
He constantly feels like he has to keep my attention.
Remember when I say, Chad, a woman that's hard to get is easy to keep? But a woman that's easy to get is hard to keep. She's a prime example of easy to get and hard to keep.
A lot of people will disagree with that and say that when you're married, why should you make your partner compete for your love? You're marrying a man.
You're alone.
Men
though.
thrive when there's competition. Men are in competition with other men, and I believe.
Yeah, when we're at work, when we're doing other things outside of the house, not having to compete to keep my wife. Marriage is one of those things that says, hey, I'm making a vow to be loyal to you. Why would I have to keep fighting for your attention?
If your husband should never stop competing for your heart. He needs to remember why he's your husband. He needs to understand that if he wants to remain your husband, then he needs to keep on pulling it out of the bag. And if you can't do that anymore, you're leaving with half.
Good Lord. This is why I say single women keep women single. Bad advice out of face would be her forehead on a plate, bro. That is so stupid, bro. God, that's horrible.
Something I had no idea about until I moved in with a man, my husband, is that guys just like don't talk. Like they go hours without, and it's not because they're mad at you or because they think you're boring or because they would rather be talking to someone else. They're just chilling. They're just chilling. They don't need to talk to you all the time. You're gonna have to get comfortable with silence, and you don't need to fill the silence if you don't want to. They're not gonna. My husband just chimed in to say, babe, this isn't a guy or girl thing. Well, you know what? Okay. What? This is what Alexa was like. Okay, maybe he's right. Maybe it's a personality thing. Well, what I realized about moving in with someone is that there are some people out there who aren't yappers. I needed to be comfortable with not feeling like I had to entertain him constantly. He just wanted to be left alone. And in the end, I came to love this because now once in a while, I say, hi, Dave, I'm going to read my book while I have dinner. Is that okay? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he watches YouTube. And we parallel play while eating dinner. And sometimes we have great conversations while we're eating dinner. But I realized that I actually really like not having to feel like I have to entertain somebody. And I can just exist in my space. But for the first couple months, I was like, oh my gosh, we're not talking all the time.
Yeah. So here's the reason for this. It's because men and women are different. Women's minds is like a ball of wire. Everything's connected. What I had for breakfast is connected to what the drive was like on the way home. It was connected to my Starbucks order. They took a long time. It's connected to how you feel. It's connected to how the weather is. That all adds up to your mood and how you act for the rest of the day. Everything's connected, right? As a man, our mind is like boxes. Everything's compartmentalized. And there's one box in particular that women just cannot understand, and it's the nothing box. This is a prime example of that. This woman cannot understand that a man would just want to sit there and do nada. Nothing. Hey, baby, I just don't want to talk. I just want to sit here in silence. That's it. She can't even fathom it. She can't even understand it at all that a man would want to sit there and do nothing. That's why men and women are so different. But you got to realize that, dude. So many women don't get it. I get it. Cass gets it. I've had to teach Cass that, though, like over the years. Like, hey, sometimes I just want to sit there and not talk. Sometimes I just want to sit there and enjoy a TV show or scroll my phone or look at TikToks or scroll YouTube. That's what I want to do. I don't want to have to entertain or talk all the time or fill the space. My stomach would have been in shambles. Y'all know I like to pull up these eating clips sometimes. Okay, let's see. What I eat in a day working at Dunkin'. Okay, let's see what she eats in a day. A little breakfast Sammy. Already off to a good start. I would have had the bubble guts probably off rip of that. Small caramel ice. What was that, a latte? What was that? Coffee, okay. Definitely would have been in the toilet. 2 glazed munchkins. Yeah, I would have made some munchkins in that porcelain. Already, okay. She's really putting it in there, huh? Whoopie pie donut. Honestly, these days, you don't know if that's a man or a woman. Whoopie pie, more sugar. It's going to clog you up like a toilet at Denny's at 4 a.m. after chili extravaganza night. Another bagel, mango green tea refresher. Yeah, I'm blowing that up. Large frozen chocolate. Got to have a jetpack out of your butthole. Blue raspberry energy punch. About to be punching my colon like Mike Tyson. Mango refresher with coconut milk. Oh my God, it's gonna be diabolical in that bathroom. Close it down. More iced coffee. Oh my Jesus, gonna be spray farting for days. Avocado toast. Okay, something a little healthy. Chocolate muffin. How much sugar in bread? Wait a minute, that's cap. Your nails changed. Don't try to lie to us, baby girl. Look at this. Look at this. Your nails aren't the same. You don't have the red nails. Oh, those are different nails. So you're capping. You're lying. More iced coffee. Okay. Cookie butter, cold foam, iced coffee. Good Lord, you're going to be jacked up. Nails are different, though. Your nail, strawberry dragon fruit refresher. Unless she went to got her nails done in between her shifts, small hot chocolate. Did you drink water once, dude? I don't see how people do this stuff. Yeah, that toilet would have been, I would have been glued to that. I don't know about you guys, man. In the morning, I get that coffee in me. If I even get any breakfast, and brother, it's bad. I'm on that, I'm glued to that toilet. Don't blame the zip line.
Go, Kylie, go.
Oh God, this is looking good.
Big bag.
Oh Jesus. She's about to have a blowout on this. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh man, you couldn't hold it up, huh? Just couldn't hold it up. Man, oh man. Ain't that something? There's some more clips here. The cope is insane. So many red flags too. Let's see what this girl's got to say.
Men only want one thing from us, and it's not sex necessarily. It's actually far more sinister than that. The thing that men want from us is our light, our energy, our soul. Because if you think about it, if men love sex so much,
I bet her apartment smells like patchouli and mothballs.
they would actually want to spend time with us. They wouldn't be ghosting us. They wouldn't be making us lose our minds, crying
Did she comb out every single one of her eyebrows?
to our friends, wondering why they said they'd like us, but now they never text us and don't want to spend time with us. If they wanted to have sex with us,
Hey, Earthbound hates to see this girl coming. I know she buying everything up in this store.
they would want to spend time with us in real life. Because I don't know about y'all, but when I really like a guy, I want to see him all the time. I want to be intimate with him all the time. So it's interesting the feeling is not mutual, especially when the guy said he liked me, I like him. Why don't you want to spend time with me? Why don't you want to get jiggy with it when I know that's all you men really want? Because it's not. It's not what they want. What they want is to drain us of our energy, of our light.
Actually, we want to get drained.
They want to absorb us. They don't so much care about our body as they do our soul.
Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you think this woman got some crystals laying around her house.
The men who are constantly in your phone, constantly want to see you and spend time with you, are the ones you don't actually care about. Why? Because you haven't given yourself to them. They don't have your energy. They don't have you. They don't own you. They want to. And the ones that you actually like, that you are giving your energy to, and they say they like you too, they're the ones that are ghosting you. They won't want to spend time with you. They don't even care about having sex with you. Stupid. It's because they've got your energy and they're getting your energy day by day. As long as you are hooked and attached, and as long as they own you, then they are feeding off of you. Like literal vampires. So having open communication with men and being like, listen, if you just want to have sex with me, that's fine. We can have that arrangement. Or if you have open communication with a man, you say, hey, if at any point you don't like me, you don't want to see me anymore, that's fine. Communicate that with me. You can have this open communication with them all day long, and they can be down with this open communication. But when time comes, they will never openly tell you, oh, I just want to have sex with you. Oh, I'm actually not interested in you, because neither are true. Neither are true. They don't just want to have sex with you. And it's not that they don't want to spend time with you anymore, because they want.
God, I love it when a woman tells her bop lore.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Justify it more, honey. Justify it more. Good Lord. Jesus.
Okay, I need you to be honest.
Too quiet of a clip. Sorry, Rebecca. Maybe next year. Turn your volume up. Let's see here. What's another clip here? I think I got a clip in here for just the boys. Okay. What about this? All right, let's do this one. This is a good one.
Why'd you break up with...
God, I'm sorry. It's a loud chat. I'm sorry.
With your ex?
Because for his birthday, I made us reservations to the nicest restaurant in Baltimore, planning to spend $400. And I did, and I made those reservations a month in advance in high school, saved up $400, and then my birthday comes around, and he got me not a note, not a card, no flowers, nothing. So I was like, fuck you, you're done.
Did you ask him why he didn't invest in you?
He was like, I don't have the money, bitch, we're co-workers. I know how much money you make. I know what hours you work. You have the money to buy your girlfriend flowers.
So there weren't any signs leading up to it that...
There were. He would never really plan stuff or anything, but I was like, you know what? I'm type A. I'm a planner. It's chill. And then my birthday came around and I was like, yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
And it doesn't even matter about the money in a present. It matters about the thought behind it, and this man had no thought behind it. So after that conversation, her ex can go fuck herself because I hate him.
He could have taken me to my favorite Mexican place where my meal is $20 and I would have been the happiest girl in the world.
You just wanted to see the effort.
The effort, yeah.
I mean, hey, I can't blame the girl. You know, if you do like a chick, a little bit of effort, but at the same time, she threw that relationship away. Young guys don't think about this stuff, dude. I never did. I was never like, yeah, I'm gonna take you out, Rebecca. No, I never thought. I didn't care. POV, a man bought me flowers on the first date.
How many days do you think until he ghosts me and never talks to me again?
just when y'all thought you were gonna.
Buenos dias. How are the flowers holding up in this chilly weather?
He texted me at 10:13 this morning. There.
I don't know what she's saying. I can't hear it, but I almost biggity bet you she decided to next this man. This is why you never buy a woman flowers on the first date, bro. Ever. You lose all that leverage, man. You lose all that leverage. You do it too early, bro. You do it too early. You lose all your leverage. All right. I saw this clip, chat. I had to watch it like 3 times. This is a good one, bro. Just wait.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
What's funny to me, the first thing she grabbed was her phone. Let's run that back.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
You should have been watching the road. Like, watch her expression go from this expression to watch how terrified she looks right here. She locked in. She had to lock in. Still locked in. And still the first thing she went for was the phone. Look at her. Eyes locked on this phone immediately. You gotta be dumber than a bag full of flaccid wieners. Golly. You can't make this stuff up though, dude. You cannot make this stuff up. Ain't that right, Lokes? Golly. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.